So ALWANE in English stands for Active Leaders for Women's Advancement in the Near East. But in Arabic it means my colors, and it's really painting your own future with the colors you desire, choosing your destiny. The whole idea behind it is that it's a coalition of youth, academics, experts, leaders from across the Middle East and North Africa who are working together to identify the issues and the obstacles that are in the way of advancing women into leadership positions. And then once they identify these issues, finding the ways to tackle them and really act on them. So launching advocacy campaigns and raising awareness and bringing change on a national level, advancing women's leadership on a national level, but also on the regional level. It's about increasing regional collaboration to really strengthen each country's movements towards those objectives. So ALWANE began really last October, I'd say. The idea of it really began, I would say, in the region. The region itself is starting its own regional collaboration and its own sort of movement towards pushing for greater rights for women. But WCI, which is based in the United States, only saw this as an opportunity and said, great, we'll provide the resources and the support they need to really push forward the own ideas that they already have. So at WCI last October, we started thinking, how can we best provide these resources and this support for all the young men and women who are fighting for this cause in the region already. Then in November, we started bringing together different country officers from across the region who could then identify the committee members within each country. So between November and January, we hired a whole bunch of country officers from across the region, and they started putting together their committees. ALWANE was launched because the region is really at this important time when everyone is pushing for serious social change, and that includes women. Women have been really involved in the movement of civil society here in the region. So ALWANE is really riding that wave of change and saying, okay, so we have these desires, we have these visions and hopes and dreams, but we have to channel them through serious advocacy, using tools, important tools for advocacy. So ALWANE is bringing together actors, youth, leaders, activists, experts, to come together and channel these visions and goals into very concrete advocacy work. So ALWANE can be found across the Middle East and North Africa region, in Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Jordan, Palestine, Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen. That's what makes the coalition so beautiful, is that it's individuals from across such a diverse region, and with such diverse backgrounds and experiences, and each country is at a different phase in their development, but there's still that common hope and vision for women's advancement. So you can also find ALWANE supporters and followers around the world now. If you follow the Facebook or Twitter links, you'll see that followers span from the United States to Europe, to Asia and Africa, because everyone has this common goal around the world, actually. It resonates with people. It's not just in the MENA region that this is needed, so people are being inspired by this, but also hope they can provide their own support and their own ideas. And that's why the website is also a really important platform for ALWANE. It's a place where the Middle East, North Africa individuals gather and work together, but it's also where people from around the world can join in on the conversation and provide their own thoughts. ALWANE consists of committees across, so each country involved has a committee. And in these committees, there's the country officer that is really there to bring together committee members of youth, academics, experts, leaders. And then so that's really what makes up the coalition. It's individuals from across the region. And it's mostly on a volunteer basis, and that's the other beautiful thing, is that those working for ALWANE are really individuals from a variety of professions and backgrounds. A lot of them are still students with their own career paths, yet they're coming together with this one main vision. And that's what the coalition is all about. It's about diversity and commitment, and taking the time to focus on something that's a common goal for everybody.